Good morning, welcome to Isolate 21. So stretch and recovery today. Your body's probably a little bit sore after this week. I know mine certainly is. So we'll use today just to have a stretch and hopefully get back into it feeling 100% again tomorrow. So we're just going to start with some frog squats, nice and slow, just to get a little bit of blood flowing through the body. Hold at the bottom, side to side, sort of nice and low. Hold at the top, and then just moving through again. Okay, from here, just into the calves, so pushing a heel onto the ground, right foot down, left foot over the top, and just trying to keep our right leg as straight as possible. And change sides. And from here we're just going to downward dog, so feet about hip distance apart and pushing back through our hands. So we're pushing as far through onto our heels as we can. And just holding that position. And stand up, shake it out, then we're going to go back down for Achilles. So right foot down, lifting our heel off the ground, bending our knee slightly and putting our left foot over the top, and then just dropping our knee and pushing our heel slightly into the ground, feeling that a bit lower than the calf. And change sides. Okay, from here we're going to go to Superman's. So lying on our stomach, arms out in front of us, and we're just going to be lifting our feet, our legs and our arms off and holding for a second. You should feel this through your lower back. Couple more. Okay, from here, a little bit of core, alternate elbow to alternate knee, just in the sit-up position, just working slowly. Crunching up side to side. Ten more seconds. And from here, sitting hamstring stretch. So right foot out in front of us, toes pointing back towards us, and our left foot just into our right thigh. And all we're doing is leaning out. If we want to pull our toe back towards us, we can do that as well. And change sides. Okay, next up we're going to go dead bugs. So lying on the back, arms and feet outstretched above us, and we're just going to go left foot down, right arm down behind our head, and then we're just going to be alternating through those. So just alternating slowly, keeping our core engaged at the same time. Working on the motor skill. Next up, we're just coming onto our side for lying quadriceps. So using our arm as a pillow, bringing our knees together, and then just pulling our leg behind us. So it's important that we keep our knees together. We don't want to be pulling our leg back like so. We want to be straight through the muscle. And slowly release that, change sides. Okay, from here, rolling into our stomach, arms back at our sides, feet down on the ground, and locust. So all we're doing is taking our head and shoulders off the ground, holding that position, and relax, and just moving through that range. So aim is to push your legs into the ground, pulling your chest up off the floor. And then come to standing. Just going to move into a lunge. So left foot forward, dropping that back knee down. Just holding in that lower lunge position. Now we're going to take your hands in the prayer position, Right elbow across right knee, and we're just going to turn and try and hold that. Trying to open up our left elbow. Then come to our feet, swap sides, dropping down into that lunge. And then hands in prayer position, this time going the other way. Trying to open up our chest, pull our chest away from our knee at the same time. And coming back up, sitting back down on the mat. Our left knee bent, right knee over the top. All we're doing is pulling down our right knee, keeping our shoulders on the ground. Should be feeling that through our glutes. Just focusing on your breathing. You don't want to be taking your shoulder off the ground, so if you find your shoulder going off the ground, just reduce the stretch slightly. And back to centre, change sides. And back to centre, back to standing. And we're going to go back to a lunge. So coming down and right foot forward. Stay nice and high this time. Left foot to the ground. And we're just opening up our side. So high lunge. And bringing the hand to the ground, standing up, changing sides. Dropping the right hand to the ground, nice high lunge, straight leg, and bringing our left arm up. Okay, from here we're going to go into plank position. We're just going to do some hip dips, so down on our elbows, feet together, and we're just going to start dropping the hips down each side and just rotating. Trying to keep both our toes on the ground and just swaying. So make sure your obliques are staying engaged, nice and strong through the core. Couple more. And then sitting down for our groins, feet together. And just pushing our knees out with the elbows, back nice and straight, sitting up nice and tall. Moving on to our hands and knees. Right arm extension, left leg extension, and just alternating. Much the same as we did for our dead bugs, but this time the other way around. Just holding that and then change. So again, we're trying to keep our hips as stationary as possible, our core nice and engaged, so we're not wobbling around all over the show. Just slow and controlled, and having that arm and leg extension. And relax there. Okay, then just coming to seated position. Arms and legs crossed if you can. Sitting up nice and tall. First we're going to twist to the left. So I'm going to take your right hand past that elbow and just try and sitting nice and upright. Turning to look over our shoulder. Feeling that twist through the body. So make sure we're not rounding our back, we're sitting nice as tall as we can. And change. Okay, from here we're going to go into high plank position. And we're going to kick our right leg out behind us. Hold them there, and then bringing our knee into our chest, lifting up, so we're separating our chest from the floor, almost a rounded back position, pulling our knee up to our chest, and back out. And back in, lifting up. And one more, back out. And knee to the chest, lifting up. And back to the high plank position. Left leg, up and out the back. Staying strong through the core. Knee to the chest, lifting up. And back, and up, and back, one more, and up, and back to the high plank. Okay, Sphinx pose. So coming down onto our elbows, dropping our hips to the ground, and pushing down with our toes. Again, this should feel really good through the lower back. We're not trying to stretch it too much. If we do want to make it easier, just bring the elbows away from our body a bit more, increasing the stretch, bring our elbows closer. And then just coming onto our knees and coming into a seated position. An arm across the body. So well done for making it through week 3. Hopefully you've enjoyed the week. Some pretty tough workouts in there this week. So just trying to have a mix of what we do in terms of how long we're doing our workouts for. Obviously culminating in that 30 to 40 minute workout yesterday. Interested to know how you guys went, so please do let me know either by comments, or if you're not comfortable with that, just sending me a message. As any feedback's good to see where you guys are at and things that you want to see as well. And change. Okay, now we're just going to try and lean out, hands behind our back, leaning forward, aiming to keep a straight back, not overdoing it, but just leaning forward over our legs. If we want to pull our arms up as well, just to increase the stretch through your shoulders as well. And just arms out, extending forward, rounding our back over. Try to relax your legs, let them sink into the ground. Focusing on your breathing. And then sliding our right arm down our back, pushing down on our elbow with our left hand. Again, we're trying to sit nice and tall. And change. And then last one for today, lying on our backs to the corpse pose. Nice and relaxed, legs slightly spread, arms out to the side, palms pointing up. Focusing on your breathing, closing your eyes, and just lying here for as long as you want, zoning out.